Hi guys, I just want to demonstrate a couple of things in a video, so I'm just going to show you how to handle howitzers and how to use the tow turrets. So the best way to handle howitzers is the IC7. If you haven't got these IC7, then drones. This mission is particularly hard to use drones because you have these shot blockers to try and prevent you from using them. So IC7s are always the best to use on boss missions. So the first thing you do, you want to unlock your vehicles. So don't spend any CP until you've unlocked a vehicle. Sorry. Use an emergency supply just to get some extra cash. Then try and get enough CP just to get your first vehicle out. Okay, as you can see, I've now got my IC7s. I can use them to take out the howitzers. And the howitzers are down. Problem solved. So get your first vehicle out as fast as you can. Now that you've got a vehicle out, you can now start building up your economy. What I recommend on these boss missions is to bring LRVs along with tanks, because LRVs are particularly good at anti-infantry and tanks are particularly good against vehicles. So by bringing one of each, you've got the best of both. I usually only use my IC7s for anti-vehicle against the enemy tanks. But in this particular instance, I'm going to use it against an RPG guy because he's annoying me. But I wouldn't normally do that or recommend that. Okay, so I've got a vehicle out. Unlock your other vehicle. You've got one of each vehicle out. Now you can start building up your economy. While you're building up your economy, spend your CP on increasing your veterancy so you can unlock more vehicles. Keep watching out for their backline where the enemy is spawning in, and so you can see when a tank comes in and you can use your IC7 on the vehicles. You can also use the IC7 on heroes as well, it's good for both. Okay, keep increasing your veterancy. Don't build them up pip by pip, just wait until you've got enough to increase it all in one go. So I'm going to use my missile on this Jeep because I've lost my tank now. I might use another one just on these two rocket launcher guys, because they do a lot of damage, so sometimes it is just best to get rid of them, even if you do waste an IC7 on them. Okay, so you can use your drones to get rid of some of these mines. But I wouldn't recommend wasting your cash on that first until you've got your economy sorted out. Okay, so now we've got vehicles coming into play. This is where you might think about setting down your tow turrets. Now yes, that tow turret only lasted a second, but it took a shot from a tank. That tank would have shot my tank anyway, so it would have destroyed my tank anyway, so it's irrelevant that it killed my tow turret. Okay, as you can see, enemy are closing in and I haven't got anything on the field, so use some emergency cash. Don't forget your base turret like I just did. And keep looking to see when you can use your IC7s as well. Now that I've upgraded full veterancy, I'll now use my CPs to get full cash button. So upgrade that cash button to 150. Just keeping watch to see if the tank comes out for me to use my IC7 on. As you can see, my vehicle's about to die, so that's why I wasn't placing one of these down yet. Want to get another vehicle out. Now, I could use my IC7 just on these, just because I know they're going to be doing quite a lot of damage to me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So as soon as you've got your cash button upgraded, you're then going to be in a much better position. Carry on getting vehicles on the field. You want to have 2 tanks on the field really at all times. Okay, so obviously I destroyed the tank, but if I only had one of my own tanks, I could have placed down one of these turrets just to provide that bit of extra anti-tank support. So I can now upgrade my cash button, get more vehicles out. Watch again on the back line to see if any more tanks are coming, which they aren't. Now you're in a good position. You've got full cash button, so every time you spend a CP on it, you get 150. This is when is the best time to start placing down your economy. 2 tanks on the field, full cash button. You're in a good position at this point. Okay, as you can see, a tank's coming. So use your IC7 to take it out. You've now got full economy, cash button maxed out, max veterancy. You can now start spending your points on the pitch supply. You can also start using your drones to get rid of these mines now. And if you wanted, you can also use it to get rid of explosives like these, so they don't affect you. And also on RPG characters as well, just so they don't shoot you up. I'm not going to bother with that. Okay, that laugh just means that Bob has appeared, so I'm going to use my 2 IC7s here to try and take him out. Bob is down, tank's down. So keeping a watch on the back line is always a good idea, so you can deal with threats like that immediately. You've now got full tanks on the field, you've got full cash button, full veterancy. My economy's taking a bit of a hit, but that'll recover really quickly once I push out a little bit further. Now you're in a good position to push towards the objective. By the time I reach it, it should be the end of this striped bar, and I can finish the mission off during this greeny section. Yellow, I think I should call it really, not green. Now, on this mission in particular, you don't have many slots to place down your tow turrets, but normally you would have quite a lot of slots close to the enemy base, so this would be the best time to use these when you've got maxed out pit slots, maxed out vehicles. So you'd be placing these down as you advance, but there's only actually one close to the enemy base, so that'll be the only place I put it now. Okay, as you can see, I've got quite a lot of CP, I've got quite a lot of cash. I can now start using these CP to get more men on the field. And I always keep one in reserve for in case I need to use it for the cash bit. Now place down turrets because you've got max pip supply, so you may as well place them down. If you want as well, you can use your drones when you're very close to finishing the mission, just to kill any spawning in characters. There you go. Quick tutorial on how to deal with howitzers, how to use tow turrets, how to get your tanks and vehicles out and not waste your money on economy until you're prepared, and the best way to spend your CP on getting your veterancy up, then getting your cash button up before you start spending it on pip supply. So I hope this helped, guys.